Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, episode 9. What happened last time?
Last time we had the wrap-up of the Futaba episodes. We really liked it. We think she's best girl.
100%.
And yeah, she merged back into one because she invited herself to go see the fireworks. And then it seemingly she like confessed her love but then didn't even like
Didn't expect anything
from it, and then actively encouraged him to just continue being with his girlfriend and make up with her. Because he does actually like her.
Although, as smart as she is, I bet it's like a 5-head strat to like plant the seed and then have him be like, oh, I am dating this flat-chested bitch who's constantly trying to pull me away from my friends. Well, what if I just date one of my friends and then I can hang out with my best bro all the time and fuck these big-ass titties all the time? Hope you guys enjoy. Check out, get a week ahead on Patreon. Uncuts on Patreon as well. Uncut for this episode and for Naruto and for everything else. Check that out if you're interested. There's also movie OVA reactions. I haven't been mentioning Patreon for this series, but I figure I might as well start. Well, I've been mentioning it, but not like talking about it. There's OP reactions, uncut OP reactions with better music and video for the stuff we're watching, and OVA reactions, movie reactions. You can vote on polls, bunch of cool stuff there, exclusive live streams, etc. Hope you guys enjoy, and check that out if you're interested. But support the official release, watch on Crunchyroll, Funimation. We assume you've already watched the show. This is not a market substitute. We're providing our perspective on the show. We're not providing a free substitute for watching on legal channels. Support the official release. Let's go! Bunny Girl, episode 9.
She's not there.
What?
It's
no OP.
She switched. It's because she switched.
I bet her mom pulled her out of pulled her out of this school.
No, it's because they switched, like I said they did.
Oh, yeah, right.
There she is.
Sorry. Who are you?
Yeah.
Who's Rem? Big sister's boyfriend. Oh my god.
Was I completely right the entire time? I totally called it. Yep.
How could you possibly call that?
I don't know, because she said she had a sister who was like, and I assumed she would also be famous, and she was like an idol. And so I was not
How can you... You really do need to watch One Piece. Can you start reading Berserk so I know how the ending... God damn. Lindsay Crystal Ball over here.
If you guys don't know, because some of you guys probably aren't the same people who are watching Naruto, apparently I just, like, call stuff way early. I think I get it from my dad, who is also really good at doing that, genuinely.
Can you just start reading Berserk, please?
I'll show you what made me think that she was, like, maybe famous.
I know that she's famous.
I know.
I assumed that she was famous.
Because previously, yeah, I don't know. It was
I
just
knew
like
she was famous. But that didn't signal to me that they were related. It was pretty clear to me that she was some sort of, like, public figure or idol or something, but that didn't... I don't know how you got that they were fucking siblings, though. Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's clear.
I don't know why. I like those vacuums.
Sweet palette. Sweet bullet.
That's rough. We've been dealing with this shit all year. She gonna have to do a concert as her? Oh. Yeah. It's a good thing so you wouldn't have to improvise.
Yeah. Oh god. they're one step ahead. I love it. Oh, they're so adorable. I love them. Man, that's fucked
rough.
Up. That's really fucked up.
See, this would be way harder for her to do school as someone who's like
A child.
in far ahead of her in high school.
Yeah. It's not that different. What is it with you saying the truth? How dare you read my obvious signs of distress? What? No, you won't. No, you won't. Okay, never mind. Your mom is a fucking psycho. The dad clearly has horrible taste in women. hate you too. What? Oh, okay. Hated. Damn. Not even joking. But now she is. It's her body.
He's gone delinquent.
Gigolo. Wouldn't Kaede know her after like spending all her time on the fucking internet and watching TV and shit? So. Oh god. His sister complex is kicking in hardcore. Not only is it Mai, but it's also technically his sister-in-law. His libido's about to kick into overdrive. Oh, wait, no. I think he's talking, that was a Periscope joke. Very common thread amongst all the women in the show. They hate logic. Also kind of realistic. Oh, she's doing karaoke singing practice.
Maybe when they live each other's lives, they'll realize that each of them is like, it's not as great as they would have thought. Maybe. Also, nice detail on that one filming light on that stand, that it had like the diffusion clipped onto it. That was interesting that they got that detail right. That's how it works. Was she still staying there, or is she just coming to see her cat? She comes every day to take care of the cat. Oh yeah, you're a character. Do you think she'll just try and stay as Mai forever? I don't know. That'll be like her thing that she like tries to like take the wrong way out of it. Maybe, yeah. Oh, I missed it. Me too. Fuck, I wish I knew what he said, because I bet it was something like, I have a date with my girlfriend's little sister or something. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh my god, just harassing her. Be mindful of your life? Be mindful of your time. Go to your vocal lessons. Yeah. Fucking pageant moms. Left and right. I love how he's not fazed at all by her being in a different body. He's just like, this is fine. I'm not confused at all. He's seen crazier shit. Like, of all the things, this is probably the least crazy that he's seen. Fair. So true. So true. Just so abrupt. Don't give a fuck about the actor. Just like a factory machine. Really stressful. Oh god. Oh god. She's having like an anxiety attack. Hello? Jesus Christ. Well, your body had a heart attack today, just so you know. Probably just hyperventilated.
Why are you such a bitch?
てか、あずさがはなんで知らないの？逆になんで僕がお前の家庭の事情を知ってるのか。おねだし、生徒会長やってたから見たことあるでしょ。記憶にない。もう言っていい？もうちょい頑張ろうか。現役で合格してる。神里は
Impressive.
No. Yeah, of course not. I don't imagine you like very many people. You probably don't even like your boyfriend.
別に嫌いってわけじゃない。お母さんがお姉ちゃんを見習って勉強しなさいとか言ってくるのがうざいだけ。これ、うちの鍵。
It's a weird key.
合鍵なんて簡単にあげるわけないでしょ。やらしい。一時的に預けるだけ。だから頼んだわよ。気になるならありますもんね。じゃ、ちょっと行ってきます。
I love that that's his approach all the time. He's just like, alright, well, if that's how you want to do it, I'll see you later. What?
I want him to open the cabinets.
I mean, is it like photo albums? Or a fetus? Or something? Like, what the fuck could be in there?
Is he gonna do it? Do you
Of
think
course he is! It's Chekhov's Japanese-style cabinets. No!
朝から食べてない。じゃ、なんか作るから。まずは風呂入ってさっぱりしてこい。覗くなよ。それは覗けってことか。
Well, he looked
Another bath scene!
There's so many baths.
We had a beach scene earlier.
Oh,
now we
is
got a
he-
bath scene. Yeah, of course he's opening the fucking cabinet.
I
Are you
wonder what's
joking?
gonna be in there? Alarm goes off. It's nice.
So what'd you think of that one?
I somehow called it that was the sister, even though they look nothing alike.
They have blue eyes. Like
they have like similar eyes.
It does
and
make sense.
They like look like they have the same. They have a really similar attitude. It kind of seems like
That's true.
They
That's true.
they like they managed to pull off being each other very well despite not being related.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
they have adjacent jobs.
They're related,
so.
like.
Ow.
And like they are actually related, but they didn't grow up together, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But they somehow turned into very similar people, I guess because of the way that their moms were like being shitty to them.
They both had pageant moms and an absentee shithead dad who has horrible taste in women and can't. He just like, what kind of an asshole? Like, after like, okay, you marry one woman, you have a kid. Well, I guess it wasn't even that far apart. They're only like a couple years apart.
Yeah, they're only a few years apart.
Like how many? How young's the younger sister? She's in middle school.
I think so by her uniform.
So then she's in like 7th, 8th grade. They're like 4 or 5 years apart.
I feel like it's even less because I think it's only like 3 years.
3 years in high school. Yeah, so like 4 years.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 years apart.
It's more than 3. It must be 4 or 5 max. So maybe, yeah, okay, then that makes sense. Because I was going to say, like, okay, you marry one woman, she turns your daughter into a fucking child star, and then, like, everything gets all fucked up.
She didn't do that until after.
Until after they divorced?
He left, had another child, and then to spite the mom of, to spite his new wife, she made, like, oh, look at our daughter, we're so successful without you. And then the other mom was like, well... joke's on you, because my daughter's also gonna be a star.
Yeah.
Just like a super shitty, like fighting each other with their children.
Yeah.
It's like the worst.
I'm very fortunate in this case, because like your parents are still together, but my parents got divorced when I was like 7, 8 years old. And it was rough for a while, but there was like, as time went on, like relatively quickly compared to I think a lot of people's situation, they managed to, like, be amiable. There wasn't, like, a crazy custody battle or anything. So, like, my parents split up, but it wasn't as bloody as, like, and, like, horrible as a lot of other people's situations. A lot of times people go through, like, crazy custody battles and then, like, whatever. Crazy shit happens in divorces.
Shit like this where you just are being petty.
Yeah, and, like, it becomes a war between the parents and, like, they forget that the children have personalities and are people. They're just like they're treated as fucking tools in this war between people, it gets really bad. It gets really bad sometimes. So yeah, I and obviously their situation's different than most people. They're fucking child stars. But, like, yeah, fucking divorce is never a good thing. And it's not uncommon. And it makes me, I think it solidifies your theory, what you said about how having shitty parents, or, like, that seems to be an extremely common, like, possibly causal factor in their situation.
Yeah, it's... Yeah,
what was with Koga? Did Koga have...
I don't think...
I don't think we went into that. Yeah.
But either way... She was like so unstable because of the things that were just at school. But I think this, like, leading into the like what's going on in this show, but also what happens in real life, it's like having a bad home life isn't an automatic you'll like have a lot of problems and be going through a lot of stuff mentally, and having a great home life isn't an automatic you won't. But it's huge
like, factor. Yeah. It's a huge factor.
It can really play into it.
I forget, we learned about it in psychology. I forget what the statistic was, but children who come from, like, a fractured home life, and that can just mean, like, that doesn't just mean, like, some, like, an absentee dad or something. If both parents are not, like, together in the home, the child is, like, significantly less likely to succeed later in life. It's a straight up binary thing of, if the parents are together, the child will likely do well. If the parents are split up, or one parent isn't there, or it's a single parent situation, the child will likely do worse. It's, like, such a common, obvious, trackable thing that has been observed in psychology. So it makes perfect sense. I mean, I'm a perfect example of that. I've talked many times about how I'm a fucking high school dropout and now a university dropout, but that different circumstances there. But, like, you know, I had a horrible time in school growing up, and it's not to get super personal into it. We're still talking about the story, but, like, whether that was a direct consequence of my parents splitting up is hard to say. It's hard to determine. But, you know, it does apply to me that my parents split up and things didn't turn out so well for me for a long time. Now things are doing pretty well. But, yeah, so it makes sense that, like, but again, nothing like this where their parents are just, like, their moms are just fucking psychos. Totally, like, all 50 text messages from the morning, and it's, like, lunchtime, or was it dinner?
Yeah, I think it was lunch.
Yeah, all morning, 50 text messages of, you know, keep on track. It's like she's the fucking first AD of her life. Constantly, like, we're 15 minutes away.
I'm sure she's the manager for her as well. Same problem.
Fucking weird. And then, so I dropped out of university, but I was a film student. And the brief experience I had in, like, on-set situations was so, like... They portrayed it so well, and they're like I'm noticing more and more, like, the clear somebody has experience, like, working on set, or you know, has maybe a family member, or, like, grew up around that dynamic, maybe the author, because it was a light novel. Just, like, they're getting a lot right here with the whole setup and, like, the different jobs that everyone seems to have and everything. Like, there's someone here, this is the producer, this is the sound guy, I think this might be the cinematographer or the director, or this is the director. I think this guy's the director because he's sitting down, but...
he has one of those hats on.
No, this guy might be a gaffer because he's got the fanny pack there. It's hard to say, but, like, just, you can tell, like, the whole dynamic and the way everything's working, and the way they're just like, okay, we're doing a camera test, go. She does, like, the one motion. All right, that's it. We're going again. Everybody back to first.
I feel like they captured her really well because... I like to do, I've done acting. I went to school for theater, and I really like theater, but I did, try film one time, and that thing of, like, when you're used to, like, just, like, being able to, like, go through it, like, on a stage, or, like, in her case, just, like, do a song, or just, like...
You're supposed to go through it
from
way.
Start to finish, and you just... you just really get into it.
Yeah.
And they're like in your face, like, okay, cut, okay, now we're gonna just cut
like,
to this random part that is not
exactly.
related, and you're just like,
you're
like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. You guys are dumb as fuck.
Yeah, and because it's more like, not to get too into it, but like the way things are scheduled, like you want to have the actor there as little as just for what they need to be, and sometimes that can mean, okay, we have a shot outside, we have like 2 shots outside of the person coming in, but call time is at like 6 a.m., so the sun's not out yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to film all the inside scenes, we're going to film these inside scenes in the morning, after setup, crew get here at 3:30 in the morning, because the actor has these specifications of what time they can be there, and then we're going to set up for 2 hours, and then shoot some inside scenes, we're going to break, and then the actor's going to go back, and we're going to set up the shot outside once the sun is about at this time, because the shadows need to be in this position. Okay, now we're going to shoot this one shot of of the actor walking in, and then, like, so the start is filmed in the middle of the day, and then the beginning might be filmed at the end of the day. And so it's really hard as an actor to, like, figure all that shit out and, like, keep it straight.
Especially
if you're jumping between different parts of the arc.
Especially because she isn't even an actor as well.
Yeah.
She's literally she sings.
Yeah, and it's a lot of pressure, because if the actor doesn't perform, then it, like, everyone's there around the actor doing what they need to do for the scene. So if, like, all these other people who are scrambling around and, like, having all these hush whispered conversations behind monitors and shit,
and
like,
then she's just, like, sitting there like,
did I do something wrong? And, like, yeah. And it's especially bad, like, if your actor is having a fucking breakdown. It possibly means that the director needs to be a little bit more involved with what's going on with them.
I think what the problem is because she's such a professional.
Yeah. Like,
actual Mai is such a professional, and they've worked with her before. She just comes onto the set, does exactly what she needs to do, and then leaves.
Yeah.
But obviously, and then, like, in that moment, she's sitting there and she's just like, they expect so much out of me, and I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just funny how like accurately, like, all, and even the small details, like I noted when she was doing the interview, and there was just like this one light on a stand, and they had the diffusion paper over the front of the light like that, because depending on what equipment you're working with, it could be like archaic as shit, and you literally have to tape or like use clothespins on pieces of diffusion. But the fact that they included that, I thought was really funny, because it's true. Yeah, this episode was good. I want to see how it ends up.
Yeah, it's interesting as well. The bitchy girlfriend is, like, getting a little bit of development, where we're finding out that she is actually an inferior younger sister to, like,
maybe that's why she's
an
such
academic
a fucking
goddess.
bitch.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of what they're trying to say here. And I would be really interested if she, like, actually isn't as bad as they've been, like, making her, because she's just like, don't hang out with them and do this.
Because she's afraid that he's gonna, like, leave her if she finds anyone else in his life.
Yeah.
So I bet that's true. And they have been seeding that, like, oh, we're in a fight right now, actually, but it'll work out. It's like, oh, go like talk to your girlfriend.
But he seems like
he seems
a good
really understanding.
guy.
Yeah.
So it seems like he would. But I mean, there's, like, always that thing of, like, oh, the some reason super nice guy is with, like, the meanest girl in the entire school. But this girl doesn't seem like the meanest girl in the entire school, and he doesn't seem like he's dumb to the fact that she's, like, kind of obnoxious.
She seems like the meanest girl in the entire school to me. Like, she seems as close as you can get. Like, she's not a total bitch. Like, I'm sure she's not, like, a straight-up bully, but she's you see her sitting over there in the corner of her classroom with all the mean girls. She's the one sitting down. The rest of the girls are standing up around her. Like, it seems like if there is a, like, queen bitch, it's probably her. And, likely because her older sister was, like, actually good, and actually, like, the student council president, and academically gifted, and probably nice. I don't know. And maybe, yeah, I think that has to do with, like, there seems to be, it's, like, becoming and more common of, like, this everybody's got an inferiority complex, like, to the extreme. Like, that seems to be the main thing. It's like, overcompensating for like your faults.
Yeah.
Or like what you perceive to be your faults, and like just taking it to the utmost extreme. It's always the sense of inferiority. And like except with Mai, although kind of, but not quite the same. But like everyone since then has been like, I feel like I don't measure up in this way, so I'm going to act out, or this is the consequence, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really good, and I want to see how this concludes. I want to see what they could possibly do to reconcile their relationship, because I don't know if it would be good for their careers for them to be outwardly related. Like, if they announce that, like, yeah, we're actually both related, funny enough, isn't that cool? Or if that's, like, it would kind of fuck with things, like, their business opportunities. Now everyone's now everyone at the world at large is comparing the two of them together, and like, what they're doing. I don't know what they're gonna do to solve it.
There's always like the one popular sibling, and then that sibling who's like also famous but in a different way and no one knows about.
Yeah, did you know fucking Masashi Kishimoto, the writer of Naruto, has a twin brother?
Really?
Yeah. It's crazy, and that's why there's so much like brotherly stuff in Naruto, and it's kind of weird. But he's also a manga artist. And I don't think he had as much success, but their styles are like almost identical, especially in their earlier work. It's really cool. I want to read his manga because it seems really interesting. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting stuff, and it does suck. Like, I wonder what it must be like to be someone's, like, the family member in the same industry of someone who's famous.
It's like Miley Cyrus has like a younger sister, I think. And,
but she's like getting
popular. A bit more popular now, but like not for the first 20 years of her life or some shit. I don't know how old she is.
I think she's like 17.
And then like the Olsen twins had like a younger sister as well,
who's like eclipsed them in fame.
Yeah, it's like super weird how like it's like in the family. Yeah,
crazy
like
how that worked out. She like became an Avenger, and now she's like fucking way more.
But
famous.
No one like knows her for like I feel like it's only recently that people are like, oh, she's like. Everyone's like, oh, did you know that she's, like, their sister? And
well, that's better. That's probably why she was able to get famous, is that people didn't... I mean, maybe in the industry they did, but, like, that people at large didn't typecast her as, like, the two children from Full House. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. Anyway, I'd be interested to see how they, like, resolve this. If it's just, like, accepting that... Mai like got where she is because she is talented, not just because she's like stealing the opportunities away. She's just doing her own thing.
Well, like, that's the thing, is they are in different they have different performance, like they're both public figures, but one of them is an actress and the other one is an idol.
Well, the thing is, she was trying to be an actress. And
right.
And Mai kept booking all the audition, like booking all the roles,
I forgot about that.
And she just kept auditioning and wasn't getting it. And then only when Mai wasn't in the picture, she like tried out for this group, got in, and has started to be popular. But they're still not that popular. So.
Yeah. Well, she'll just have to get. I think the answer will just be to get over it, like. Live your own life. Stop trying to, like, prove that you're better than your sister. Just try and be good yourself. Same old story. Stop trying to, like... It's also difficult when you're a public figure, because the whole thing with Koga, I think my whole rant about how that is, like, once you start playing this game of, like, setting your goals, and the goal you want to reach is entirely based on what people think of you, and you can't control what people think of you. You can try to influence it, but, like, in the end, people are going to have their own thoughts. So trying to base your aspirations on something you have zero control, literally, like, almost zero control over, in a practical sense, will only lead to, like, resentment and a feeling of inferiority. So the only way to do it is to not play the game in the first place and just find a way to excel on your own. But they're literally public figures, and, like, you got to play that game at some point because that's what it's all about. Like you have,
and they're her mom.
Yeah, and their
like,
parents.
Yeah.
And I don't think the show is going to be like the real problem you guys need to get over is talk to your mom. Maybe they will. I'd be surprised. Maybe they will.
I would be interested.
I'd be interested. It'd be a fucking crazy episode. I don't know how because they're tackling a lot of these issues in a strangely realistic way, so it'd be, I don't know.
It'd be interesting if they talk to the moms, or if they, I feel like it's going to be just between the two of them, though. Like,
yeah,
figuring it out. Yeah.
I wonder if, I wonder if there's another, go ahead.
I was going to say, I wonder if the girlfriend will, I wonder if she, I'm just wondering if she's going to, continue to, start being more and more of a character. Will she actually, she kind of talked about what it's like to have an older sister. Will she work it out with her as well or something on the side? I don't know. I
was going to say, I wonder if the adolescent syndrome here has also something to do with Mai. Is Mai influencing it as well? Is Mai enjoying the other side of it? In a way?
It seems to just be kind of normal for her.
Yeah.
She's doing the dance and she's running every day and doing that stuff, but it doesn't seem like she's
preferring this.
Worked up about it or preferring it. It's just sort of, okay, we're going to just do this until she figures it out.
Yeah, and as far as their relationship, it's not going to work out. It's even more strict for idols than it is for people in my situation.
Yeah, and also she's 12.
That's true, but like we established, Sakata does have a sister complex, and it's both in one. You get Mai and a little sister all in one. Hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. You get the uncut of this episode and all previous episodes and all of our other shows on patreon.com/boldcast. Not all of our other shows, but select shows. Patreon.com/boldcast. And you can get a week ahead if you just can't wait for the next episode to drop here on YouTube. For all those who supporting us on Patreon, thank you very much. But we'll see you in the next one. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.